Continuing now with where we left off in the Halachot Teshuvah, actually we'll jump a few halachot to align ourselves with the times. We were in the second chapter. I'm going to jump now to the third chapter, the fourth halacha of Perek Shlishi. The Rambam says something very important about shofar. Our Minanim will probably say it again tomorrow, but it's good to get prepared for it today. Afal pisha tekiyat shofar b'Rosh Hashanah gezat hakatuv remez yesh bo. The Rambam says something very important. He says, even though the blowing the shofar in Rosh Hashanah is gezat hakatuv, is the will of the king. Hashem, it's a mitzvah to hear the shofar being blown in Rosh Hashanah. No ifs, ands, or buts. Nevertheless, through this process of shofar, there is also a remez, a hint, some sort of message that the shofar signifies to us on Rosh Hashanah. What's the message? Says the Rambam, Kilomar, uru yashanim mishenatchem, v'akitzu nidamim mitar dematchem. He says, wake up and wake up, those who are sleeping, who are in their slumbers, sleeping in their slumber. V'akitzu nidamim mitar dematchem. You should get up and jump from that you've been sleeping and tired. V'chapsu b'ma'asachem. And what? And you should search your ways. Self-reflection. V'chizru b'teshuvah, says the Rambam. And what? Do teshuvah. V'zichru borachem. And remember your Creator. The Rambam says a fascinating idea. We listen to the shofar, and we said this many times. Tomorrow, B'ezrat Hashem, we should all be healthy, and we should have the zechut to hear the shofar. We don't think of anything besides fulfilling the mitzvah. We listen to the shofar, we fulfill the mitzvah. We don't do vidui, we don't do anything. We listen with kavanah, with complete silence, fulfilling the mitzvah, because it's a gezat hakatuv. But there's also an underlying message, the Rambam says. The shofar is an alarm clock. The shofar, la'avdil, the shofar is a message for us. Back then, they used to, before going to battle, they would blow the shofar. It was a sound of a wake-up call. The Rambam highlights that for us as well, that although the mitzvah is to listen and fulfill the mitzvah, there's an idea behind it as well. That's time to wake up, time to improve. In the Rambam's ways, self-reflect, look at yourselves, look at yourself in the mirror. What's good, what's not good? What did I do this past year that was appropriate? What should I improve on? Chizu b'teshuvah, it's time to do teshuvah. Certainly teshuvah began. They begin tonight, B'ezrat Hashem. We have 10 days. Hashem gave us a gift of teshuvah. It's time to start. V'zichru borachem, and remember your Creator. At the end of the day, the job of Rosh Hashanah is crowning Hashem as King, is remembering our connection to the Creator of the world, who is the King. He says, those people who spend all their time in nothingness, in wasting their time in things that won't give them any benefit in their lives in the Olam Haba. Look at yourselves, look at your actions, see how you can improve, see how you can become better. Use this shofar as a wake-up call, as an alarm clock. Leave all of our bad midot, our bad ways, our bad characters, and our bad thoughts. It's time to wake up. It's time to return to Hashem. This is the famous Rambam. Our Minanim will probably say it again tomorrow, but it's important to go into Rosh Hashanah with this mindset, with this mind frame. We don't do teshuvah, we don't do vidui at all in Rosh Hashanah. But it's time to wake up. It's time to think about ourselves. What can I improve in? What can I do more of? What can I do less of, the things that aren't good? And like that, we prove to Hashem we're deserving of another year with shalom, with bracha, with parnasah tova, with fuah shenema, and only good things for all of us in Am Yisrael. Have a wonderful day and shana tova, chatima tova.